everybody, welcome to 2OG's Open Stitching Fairy Vlog. I'm in here by myself so I can talk to myself. It was sunny this morning, then it got cloudy, and it rained. Now the sun's coming back out. So it's just one of them days. You never know what the weather's going to be. I want to say welcome to all the new Fiber family members. Welcome to old Fiber family members. You're not old, you're just the original. And then if this is your first time here, welcome. Feel free to join our Fiber family. Yesterday I didn't do any recording because I spent literally my entire 12-hour shift working on my computer trying to figure out why I kept getting the what's called WHEA, uncorrectable error. Between using my phone and going on Windows and back and forth, but I spent pretty much the whole shift working on it. It was pretty close to going over the railing, but so I did a lot of work on it, cleaning out this and that, did this, did that, the Windows, and told you to do. So we'll see how it works. It's the computer that I will be using for teaching my first aid classes. So, and of course I didn't bring any crocheting and knitting with me because I also brought my accounting and did a little bit on my accounting classes. Needless to say, it looked like a pack mule coming down the ladder. It was original, but so hopefully, today I did bring a bunch of different socks I'm working on, and my test pattern for Stephanie Aaron. But I'm sitting here. The other night I was just sitting messing around about let me just take a break from everything I'm working on, just clear my head. And lo and behold, I'm designing my first pair of socks with the DK yarn. It's going to start with 1x1 ribbing, but here's the catch. Part of the name is going to be hybrid because I'm putting a cuff on it, edging. I've been messing around with some different ones from my crochet stitch Bible, and I'm going to crochet a trim, lace trim on the cuff, and then eventually I'll try to go to my knitting book and start it literally the cuff from the lace cuff to your ribbing, then to the sock. Now this will be like an ankle sock, it won't be a big long sock. I'm making this for like summer. It's in some of that new yarn I had showed you, Mary Maxim sock yarn. This stuff here, the one that was green. Courtney thought that was funny. I'm like, the colorway is green. So anyways, I thought it would have been something like nice, like lily pad or something like that. Anyways, so I'm just kind of working with that, doing with some numbers, and I'm just kind of messing around because how it's going to work is I'm going to do so much on the, excuse me, and sneeze, sorry. I'm going to do so much on the ribbing, and then I'm going to cap my needles, grab my crochet hook, and then I'm going to do the edging. I've been looking at a couple different ones. Blossom trim, pansy trim, Pico, crown Pico. So I'm looking at a bunch of different ones that I want to do for like my first pair. Just kind of something messing with it. So, just being creative. But, and that's what happened when I did the Proudest Peacock shawl. It just came to me, I put aside everything I was doing, bang, zoom, knocked the pattern out, and got my testers, which I will be looking for a few testers. You have to be able to knit and crochet to do this. When I write my recipes for the pattern, I put a bunch of options into it and stuff like that. And I write my patterns conversation style. I'm no fancy pattern writer. But I'm hoping, I had told you a while back that I got the Stitch Fiddle program for a year. It wasn't much. I got it for less than $40 Canadian for the year. They had a deal with it. And with that, I'm supposed to be able to create like corner to corner, graph blocks, what have you. So that may be, I may be designing a few blocks. I have a few pictures from the island that I've got to kind of tweak the pictures a little bit and then upload them and then see how many colors it comes up with, or if I need to narrow the picture down to something, but and then maybe do like a Deer Island or the corner block blanket. We'll see. I haven't heard back from Repeat Crafter Me about doing the spring cow, so this might be something that I do on my own and just make my own corner to corner blocks, do it myself. So that's something I'm messing with, and I might even say, okay, I'm going to do a corner to corner anchor. I'm going to do a corner to corner lighthouse. Things that have to do with where I live and living on an island, as well as what I love to do, which is crochet. So I even did one. I actually did my first chart was of my precious Valeria, and I was looking at doing a black and white block. Right back, I have to go unload. I'm back. So, boy, today I'm getting my puppy fix. I don't know. I might have to go to the SPCA there and see if they have something that grabs my heart. So, I was telling you about the sock pattern that I'm designing, and it's a hybrid pattern. That is, the trim on the cuff is crochet. For now, until I can figure out how I want to do some of this with knitting. So, and this here's going to be an easy pattern that if you've done a pair of socks, basic socks, you can do it. I'll give you a sneak peek of what it looks like. This is what it's looking like. So, it's got to be blocked. That's the edge. This is called the crown picot edging. It looks like a little crown. And it's real easy to do. It's not like your normal picot. This is a single crochet, then you chain 5, and then slip stitch all into the same stitch. And then you do 7, then you do 5, and then you single crochet 2, and then just repeat that around. Now, this particular trim is done for a stitch multiple of 5. Doing with DK yarn, normally I cast on 64 for my foot size using sock yarn, but for DK yarn, I cast it on 48. Of course, that's not divisible evenly by 5, but on this here, you can just, you can always fudge the last 1 or 2 stitches. Because there's an extra single crochet at the end, it doesn't make much of a difference. I ended up with 1 stitch, so I just slip stitched into it, and then I fastened off and weaved in my end, and that's what I got. And so that'd be a nice little, and these are all going to be like shorty socks, short cuffs, just a little cuff. I'm going to do probably 1.5 inches of stockinette, and then maybe 1.5 to 2 inches of stockinette, and then I'm going to do my heel. So that's what I'm working on. But I thought it was, like I said, I was just sitting there and my brain was working, and I decided, we'll just try this and see how it works out. Yarn splits. I am doing it on 9-inch circulars. Okay, I'm back. My hair's falling. I have a braid in, but it's falling out. I'm always a mess. I had to stop the other video because the captain came in and was chilling, so don't need somebody to sit here listening to me talk to myself. So that's what I'm doing. I'm almost, I guess, another 1/2 inch, and I'm going to do my heel. And I'm just sitting here, knit. Now, if you do magic loop, you can do this on magic loop too. I don't like magic loop. I think it stretches the stitches too much, so I use my 9-inch circular. I'll have to try these on DPNs to see, because basically you have 4 needles on DPNs, and your 2 front needles will be your instep, and then the 2 back needles are where your heel goes. So I mean, it's the same principle. I have 2 markers on here. You have this one here, little silver one, that's my beginning round, and then this one here, you can see it, is exactly placed right after the halfway mark. 48 divided by 24, I mean by 2 is 24, so the 24th stitch, then stitch marker. This back side here is where the heel is going to be. And what I do to let me know that it's my instep so I don't forget, I always put another stitch marker just so I know that that's the instep. Now the heel I will be doing on 2 DPNs, because basically the heel is slip 1, knit 1, slip 1, knit 1, slip 1, knit 1. Do that across, then turn, because it's actually knitted flat. Okay, I'll come in, I will knit from the beginning of round to the next marker. At that point, I remove my marker just to lay it down so I don't lose it, and then I knit onto a DPN. I slip 1, I knit 1, I slip 1, I knit 1, all the way across. And then I turn it, and it's slip 1 and purl all the way across. You only slip the first stitch and purl all the way across. And then you flip it, and you slip 1, knit 1, slip 1, knit 1. And back and forth for a total of 32 rows. I believe it is, 32 rows. And then from there, you will do your gusset. Your heel flap is with the knit 1, slip 1, knit 1, slip 1, knit 1, and then purl, slip 1, purl all across. That's your heel flap. And then I've got to do the turn the heel, and that's where you start decreasing stitches until you get down to I think it's 16 stitches. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to look at my notes. And then you have some stitch, so many rows that you do, and then you go to do the gusset, which is where you pick up the heel stitches, and that's what makes that on a pair of socks. It's what makes this line right here. That's my gusset. And there's my heel flap, and this right here, sorry, this is my heel flap, and then this is where the heel, you turn the heel, is right here, this part right here, and you can see the gusset is up here. It comes down this way, and you can see how the slip-on knit one, geez, my hair is everywhere. If you look here, you can see how that'll look. That's the right side, and then of course the right side, this side's all purl. So I'm basing the sock off this pattern. Okay, this here was just all straight knit, there was no ribbing, but I'm modifying the pattern to put a small 5 rows of 1x1 ribbing, and then I crochet the crown peacoat edge, and then I'll knit stockinette, and then I'll do my heel turn, my heel flap, and turn the heel. But I just thought I'd give you a quick shot and let you know what I'm working on. I've been trying to work on my patterns, racking my brain. My Island Hug pocket shawl, I really want to find my notes on that so I can get that out of testers. Then of course I have to figure out the math on the decreases in the knitted hat I did. The baby hat came out fine, but somehow I messed up the math on the decreases for the adults. And then I have a scarf, the Harlequin scarf that I had started. So those are my designs that are in limbo right now. But you know, I've got to step away sometimes because your creative juices just aren't flowing right. So, well, I guess I'll end the video here, as I'm going to be loading in about 1 minute. and I can get this uploaded, so I have something for you to watch. I'm off Monday, and because I've been on 12-hour shifts, I couldn't get to the post office in time on Friday. I had to leave work early because we were doing boat maintenance, and I was helping in learning. So I got packages sitting in my craft room amongst everything else that's in there right now to go out. And Monday I'm doing the 800 subscriber giveaway video. That'll be the official video. And I also put a little announcement on the IS. So if you join the IS, go see it. Hope you have a great weekend. Today's Saturday. It doesn't feel like it, but it's Saturday. And I have one more day tomorrow. Tomorrow's a short shift, 5 hours. Start at 5:30, and I'm done at 11 until 6 o'clock Wednesday night. So I go back on nights. So remember, hug, smiles, and happiness. Pass it on, make the world a better place. And smiles. Sunshine is to flowers like smiles are to humanity. My brain is just not working. Hope you have a great weekend. Here's bye for now from the cruise quarters aboard the Deer Island Princess 2 on the Keith side in the Bay of Fundy. Bye for now. See you next video.